All right, welcome to Raider Zone. It is, I think this is going to be second to last episode of January, if we have one next week. It is January 24th, 2025. I'm Will Moyer here with me. We got Ramsey Reith and Tom Dry. Let's just get right into it, guys. First off, NFL. Big week last week, a lot of good games, and then we'll talk about championship games here in a minute, but divisional round recap. Saturday's games, both, I think, all really good games. What did you guys think of the weekend?
They were both really good. What are we pointing at?
Just point at the script to show you the script.
Oh, I like that, Will. Anyways.
You're welcome, dude.
The AFC was good. I'm glad the Bills won. Step one of my bracket done. Now we just got to take care of the Kansas City refs. And hopefully
the
Bills can take down Almighty Mahomes.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a really good game. Mark Andrews is a fraud for dropping that. And I thought it was kind of an insult.
It was unfortunate.
I thought it was the Bills, they donated nearly $40,000 to $60,000 now to a Mark Andrews charity. I don't know if that's an insult or hey, thanks for dropping that ball. Here's $60,000.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was so
funny. Bring him up when he's down.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of an insult, but I mean, it's good. It's good. It's for charity.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to point out, Ramsey, I'll ask you, did that play look at all familiar to you?
It did. What was it, 2021?
2021.
Yeah.
Against the Steelers.
They
Mark Andrews drops a ball. And the same play.
That was the same play. Why do they?
Two Yinzers.
Yes.
Yeah.
He dropped the ball. Steelers won 20-19.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Josh Allen, he's really good, and
Yeah.
he only can. I watched a video before I got here of his first ever playoff game against the Texans. It was a disaster for him, even though I think they still won that game. But he had a receiving touchdown, a passing touchdown, and a rushing touchdown, I think.
Whoa.
And he had that weird play where he was
gotta
running
be the
for a
only guy
first
ever to
down.
have that in his first playoff game.
Yeah, and he was about to get tackled, and he yeeted it backwards. He tried to do a lateral, and it almost costed them the game. Kincaid knocked it out of bounds. But Josh Allen, I don't know what year it is for him, but he's improved.
6 or 7? Maybe?
It might be.
Somewhere around there.
I think it's 8.
8?
It's been a while.
Season.
I mean,
he was drafted in 2017.
I mean, yeah, we're getting old too.
Yeah.
But he's been amazing this playoffs. Hopefully, he can come through again against the Chiefs.
That's good,
but it's really good game.
Anything you guys want to say about that Chiefs game? Chiefs-Texans? 23-14, Chiefs got the win, but
the Chiefs look beatable.
Yeah, they kind of have all
They have year. Been all year.
That's kind of the story of them, but yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, all year they've been beatable. I mean, literally every single game, it's been a one-score game.
Yeah.
Basically. And they escape either with their devil magic. And it could be doink,
some bad calls,
a blocked field goal, a bad call throughout the game, just anything.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. And it's not going to be easy for the Bills. It won't.
Especially going into Arrowhead that's tough.
Jeez.
It's very tough.
The Chiefs, they're a good football team. I mean, we can't take that away from them.
Every time they get in the playoffs, Travis Kelce just turns into a different player. He's so good in the playoffs.
But it just feels like everyone is on their side.
Yeah.
And it's just the past 7 years, has it? Mahomes has been in the AFC Championship.
Really?
7? Is it been 7? Because
Yeah, 2018.
And ever since 2002, in the AFC Championship, Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or Patrick Mahomes, since 2002, one of them has been in the AFC Championship.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
And it's actually insane. But enough of the AFC. The NFC. I was really sad to see the Rams go down. Their comeback falls short.
Sirianni, brother.
His name is Ramsey.
Ramsey. I'm happy. I do not want to see another Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I do not want to see that.
All right. Well, I agree with that, but you're rooting against your college's
Oh
Your college is
my
the
God.
only head coach in the NFL.
No.
bro. Come on.
No.
That's not very Raider-esque of you.
No. I
Saquon
love
Barkley
I
took
love
over
Scoters.
in that game.
Yeah, Giants
That
fans are in
huge- That
teals.
huge touchdown rush was awesome.
Do we remember at all the clip from Hard Knocks when the Giants GM was talking to their owner, the Morrows? It was like, I don't think he's going to Philly. He wouldn't go to Philly. And then
Why wouldn't he?
and then he goes to Philly and he's a game from the Super Bowl.
62-yard touchdown and a
Yeah.
78-yard touchdown run. 26 carries, 205 yards,
He's-
232 total yards, and 2 touchdowns.
There's not really a doubt he's the best running back in the NFL right now.
Wow. It really is insane.
I don't know. Derrick Henry's up there with him, but I think Saquon
And,
is pretty easily the best.
Barkley has carried them throughout these
Yeah.
playoffs. They only had 120 yards.
Jalen Hurts hasn't played that well.
He's
in either of the
been
games.
dealing with some injury.
Yeah.
And there was only 120 passing yards. Barkley had close to 80% of the Eagles' offense,
Yeah.
and it really is insane what Barkley's doing right now. And Stafford, he had an insane game too, and he really picked it up in the second half.
I love Stafford.
He's really good. He's a veteran quarterback, and what was it, 28-14 or something, 13?
The final?
No. What the
Oh.
score was when they were on their way to a comeback.
Oh.
When they were down 2 possessions,
Yeah.
got a touchdown, got the ball back, and they were driving again.
The Eagles almost gave that game away.
Yeah, Puka Nacua made a clutch catch that got them down into Philly territory.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got a false start, and then they got a big sack. I forget who got the sack, but that just put it away.
Yeah.
And it was a really good game. There wasn't really any
Mm-hmm.
big blowouts.
Yeah. To me, the best game of the weekend, my favorite game of the weekend, turned out to be Lions Commanders.
Talk about an upset.
Huh? Yeah, I know. Ramsey and I were watching that game.
Yeah, we had a.
And we had kind of like a watch party, and dude, that was.
It
That
was
was
real.
so
In
fun.
that first half, it was just back and forth, back and forth, and then was it Williams?
Oh,
Do you know, Tom?
No.
When
James
Williams,
touchdown celebration.
what was it?
Did you see his celebration?
What did he do?
He
Yeah.
made a gesture towards the ground.
I mean, we'll just we say it on here. He had fun with the ground, and he humped the ground. He air humped the
He
ground.
missed the ground.
Yeah,
He had to get sensual with
It was just so funny.
It was hilarious.
He
It was.
he also threw an interception.
Yeah, that was just a wild game.
Williams, yeah, they did a trick play.
Ended 45-31. That's
God.
that's the highest scoring game of this playoff so far.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. Probably will end up being the highest scoring.
I mean,
But jeez.
Jaden Daniels.
I don't know. Commanders Eagles could be.
You think?
I think it could be.
Any game with the Commanders, I think,
don't-
could definitely can be high scoring.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll reach that, but
Yeah.
I would say it would give it a push for its money. And obviously,
Yeah.
Bills Chiefs. It depends on the weather, I would say.
Yeah.
But for sure, that could be a
Yeah.
38-35 game.
Yeah,
Could be right.
they'll both be good games again. But Jaden Daniels, I don't know the exact
He's-
number,
dude, so
but he
good.
tied Ben for most wins in a rookie season.
13?
Jeez.
13, I want to say.
He tied it.
He's-
I don't know the number, but he tied it.
Ben,
He's at 12 wins because they went 10-7, and they've won 2 games in the playoffs. That's 12 wins.
I'll have to find the tweet.
Okay.
Ben won 13.
Yeah, I'll
Ben
have
won
to
14
find
his
it.
rookie year.
I'm not
Wow.
sure what that stat was. Jaden Daniels tied some Ben Roethlisberger stat.
Yeah, Ben won 13 in the regular season, and then he beat the Jets in the AFC divisional round, and then
Yeah, that's
Lost to
more
the
than
Patriots.
Because the Commanders went 10-7, and then they've won 2 playoff games.
yeah, I did see.
So Ramsey, you're wrong.
I saw
I
something.
saw a tweet.
I did see. So I know what he's talking about. It's not that stat, but he did tie Ben in something. Maybe.
That's sweet.
Let me see.
I like Jaden Daniels.
Maybe
He's
it was
pretty sweet.
appearances or something. I don't know.
Jaden Daniels is something else.
He's special, man.
He's
I
really
slept
good.
on him initially.
Their whole offense is just really good. Like Terry McLaurin, I don't think he gets enough respect as being a number one
agree.
guy.
I agree.
Like he's really good.
Can we shout out Dan Quinn?
Yeah,
You know he
he's got
was
balls.
he does. He was the DC,
Yeah,
the Legion of Boom
yeah.
in Seattle, then goes to Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
loses in the most insane fashion ever.
Yeah, I don't think it was his fault.
he has a share in that.
He does. Well, yeah, but
It's not all his fault, but he certainly has a share in that.
yeah,
You know,
he's a great head coach.
he is. You know, it seemed like he over those 3 years in Dallas, he really,
Yeah.
took a lot out of that. Learning from the Pittsburgh guy, Mike McCarthy, Pittsburgh born and raised.
Well, do you want him to be the next Steelers head coach?
Not a chance in hell.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a really fun game. What was the stat?
1,002 yards of total offense in that
okay.
game.
In the
The
Lions.
Commanders' Lions, 1,000 yards.
I can't believe the Lions had 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Goff
what it
kinda
was.
Goff had some bad throws.
It was 2 interceptions.
And I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but
I know he's just made bad decisions.
It's kind of
he had
the
that
thing.
fumble too.
It seems every year like he has a great year, but there's always like
one
or two awful games.
Didn't he have another game where he had like 4 interceptions?
Yes, in October.
Yeah.
The thing is, like,
they still won that game. That was against the Texans.
Yeah. He's very good, but like he's very good for like all but 2 games a year typically.
Yeah.
But when it rains,
Just don't want it to happen in the playoffs.
Yeah. When it rains for him, it pours.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because he is, like you said, he's a very talented quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all we got on the divisional round. Last weekend's games. Anything else you guys want to say about last weekend's games?
I hate the Chiefs.
You hate the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Let's
it with your chest,
let's
man.
go on to the top.
Don't be
4.
afraid to say you hate the Chiefs
I hate the Chiefs and the refs.
and the refs.
Yeah.
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 I'm not afraid.
You
Anyways.
tell them, Ramsey.
Anyways, we can make our predictions
for the championship
championship
games.
game. So, Commanders Eagles, 3 p.m. on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady on the broadcast. He's gotten better. He's gotten better.
He is better than he was.
He's gotten better. He kept saying "Holy moly" in like his
better
first
than,
couple
much
of
better
games.
than Tony Romo. I think
Yeah.
Tony Romo's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah. Eagles Commanders game is in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I
I want to see what the money line is.
Money line. It's Philadelphia's favored by 6.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
It's kind of mean.
I don't want it to be, but I have a feeling that this game Eagles are going to dominate. The Commanders.
That's what we thought in the Lions game.
I know.
That's what I thought.
I know, but I have a different feeling about this game.
It's
It's been a great story for the Commanders, but I don't know. I think this is the game where they kind of because they really don't have they still don't have. They have an average defense.
Yeah.
I think Saquon's gonna run all over them, and they're gonna. I mean, Jalen Hurts is gonna have just a good enough game to. He doesn't have. The thing is, he doesn't have to have a great
insane,
game.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley is just gonna run for 2 50-plus yard touchdowns, and then they win the game. And that's I think the Commanders will hang in there because I think they have a really great offense, but I don't think their defense is good enough to contain.
Could
Saquon.
be similar to Ben's rookie year where he ran into Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys
That's
think about that
championship.
game? What do you guys think?
I think the Eagles in the end will win the game. Again, I'm going against Commanders. I hope the Commanders can pull out a win or make it a game. But Barkley is just insane, and watching what he's done this year, he probably would have broke the record, rushing record. That reverse hurdle he had in that one game, which
Insane.
I didn't think was
Humanly possible.
I don't know how they're gonna put that in the Madden game next year.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
But
I gave up on Madden.
yes, screw you, EA. Barkley's gonna run for probably 130 minimum.
Yeah. 2 tutties.
And Eagles, yeah,
Well,
one
would you
receiving, rushing.
Would you take over or under 2.5 touchdowns from him?
Bold.
Under.
Yeah.
I'm going with 2. I'm taking the under.
Okay. So
It'll be
you take
2.
over if it was 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
But I got the Eagles in this one.
Yeah.
I'd say 30-20.
Okay. 10-point game. Tom? Eagles domination.
I'm rooting for the Eagles.
Yeah.
However,
Oh gosh.
I think the Commanders find a way.
Wow.
Yes.
Really?
That's a hot
What's your
take.
score?
It's a hot take. My score 27-24 Commanders.
Wow.
Going down to the wire.
I like that.
Zane Gonzalez gonna kick the game winner.
Bro doinked in the last one.
Double doink game winner.
No. I have
What are the odds on that?
I have Daniels leading his
Wow.
leading what will become a signature comeback drive
Wow.
down the field.
So
March to
you-
victory
so
to
you
go to the
got-
Super Bowl.
So you got 24-20, and then final drive of the game. You got them driving down the field.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
That'd be cool.
That
That'd
would be
good.
insane.
Yeah.
Absolute
That'd be just a hell of a game.
I'd take that.
cinematic masterpiece.
I'm gonna go Eagles. 34-21,
Like I said though, I am rooting for Sirianni. Go
Yeah.
man, go.
and then
Go Raiders.
on the AFC end, this is definitely
Probably everyone.
what everyone was
on
hoping
it.
for. I don't know about hoping for, but you want the best
Expected?
game.
Yeah.
You want the best game. You want Chiefs Bills 1 versus 2. I mean, come on, doesn't
Yeah.
get much better than this.
Yeah, 6:30 p.m. CBS. I want the Bills to win. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick the Bills to win.
Chiefs are. It is in Kansas City, and Chiefs are favored by 1.5, but
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
going with the Bills.
Probably will see some devil
The
magic.
Bills did
from
win.
the Chiefs.
The Bills did win
Yes, yeah,
pretty
the regular
handily
season.
when they played in the regular season.
Yeah, they dominated.
They were also in Buffalo.
That is true. But
In this
yeah.
game, though, I think Allen will fight through Taylor Swift, Patrick Mahomes' wife,
The refs.
the refs, Jackson Mahomes, and anyone involved with it. I don't hate Andy Reid.
I like
he's just there. He's just
He's just chilling.
He's just
But-
eating them cheeseburgers.
high scoring game.
Burgers.
High scoring game in this one.
Yeah.
High scoring game.
I'd love that.
And the Bills are going to take this one 38-31.
Ooh. Nice. Thomas.
34-31.
Ooh.
Bills.
Bills. Okay.
I'm
I'm picking them,
telling
and I
myself
want
to
them. I
I'm
want-
telling
I want
myself to take the Chiefs, but I think this is Allen's
tired
coming
of
out
it, man.
party. He's gonna break on through to the other side, and that other side is New Orleans and the
There we
Super
go.
Bowl.
I'm gonna take Bills. Not as high scoring as you guys. I'm gonna say 24-20.
I could
But
see.
we
it.
all have it as a 1-score
I
game.
mean, it could go either
This
way.
is. I mean, this is gonna be a great game. I hope.
Matter of what the defenses
Get
do.
your popcorn ready.
I just hope that didn't like Travis Kelce say that.
He might have.
I think
I don't know.
someone said
He
that.
makes me cringe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
he
he's
The
does.
gonna-
entire Chiefs
But you know
team
what's gonna
makes me
happen is
cringe.
he's gonna be wide open every play, and
He'll make a
gonna,
2-yard catch out in the flat, or it'll be just a check down play, and then Taylor Swift. They'll just camera cut to their
Yeah.
little suite.
I
And Caitlin Clark was up there
I saw that.
the last time, and with other subbers, it's like, geez, invite everyone then.
can I go?
I would not wanna
real
be in
quick,
there.
I was watching. I turned on the Chiefs Texans, and
Yeah.
as soon as I did, Mahomes was practically on the ground. Found Kelsey for that touchdown, turned it right back
that
off.
Was, that
I-
was,
The most
I can't even lie,
demoralizing.
dude. That was an awesome play.
Oh, for sure it
That
was.
was a great play.
It was just demoralizing to see. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because they were
I
so
don't
close to
wanna
getting
watch.
that stop. Like he had his legs, and then Mahomes, like as he's falling down, it's just like, oh, Travis Kelce's right there in front of me. I'm just gonna throw it right to him easily.
I really think this is going to
Ugh.
come down to the defenses, man. It's going to come. It's going to
That's why
come
I think
down.
it's gonna be a lower scoring game. I think both these teams have very good defenses as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I think it more so though. Like you're playing the top two
And,
quarterbacks in the league. Like who can get that last stop? Whoever
Yeah.
has, it's like the last 3 times they've played in like the
Mhm.
playoffs. Whoever
Yeah.
has the ball last is gonna win.
Yeah, well, even with
And
13
even if
seconds
even
left.
if the Bills, you think they got the ball last,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
even
It is
they can't
Mahomes.
they can't leave more than like 20 seconds on the clock.
Last time they left
Yeah.
7. Well, not last time, but when
Yeah.
one of the playoffs in the divisional round, they left 7 seconds, went down and got a field goal and
crazy.
sent it to overtime.
Crazy.
You have to leave it at 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I won't be celebrating until the clock hits 0.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, two exciting games. I mean,
It'll be exciting.
it doesn't get much better than
It'll
that.
be exciting.
But I think that's about it for NFL. I've got
Head coaches.
Oh, yeah, sorry. NFL, we got a lot of coaching hires. A big one today. Pete Carroll going to the Raiders, which I don't know about you guys, but that surprised me. Pete Carroll was kind of out of my head as being a guy who was going to be coaching again. He's 74 years old, but what do you guys think of that hire? Got a sour look on your face.
I love Pete Carroll.
I think he was a great coach for the Seahawks.
From USC to the Seahawks. He went back to USC for something, did he?
He didn't coach, but he actually taught a class.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
I did not
Professor
know that.
Carroll.
Wow, I did not know
Professor
that.
Pete.
But, anyways, I'm kind of 50-50 on it. And now that the more I think about it, I'm leaning more towards the bad side.
Yeah.
He's
the oldest head coach in the NFL.
Yeah, I just don't see it really working out at all. To me, it's kind of like the Urban Meyer hire for the Jaguars, except he's way older.
Carroll's also a proven NFL coach.
I don't think it's going to be that bad.
No.
Well,
Carroll's a
either
proven
way.
NFL head coach.
Yeah,
The Raiders organization isn't
good.
Yeah,
at all.
I think it's just tough to succeed.
That's why I
just
think
have.
it's just bad.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, who is their guy at quarterback? Like, who are they going to go with?
Aiden O'Connell.
Oh, wow.
B minus.
Who did they sign?
C plus, B minus.
I'd give it a C plus. I'll be friendly.
He's a good coach. I just think he's going to be set up for failure.
I don't hate the hire.
It's a bad organization.
Yeah, it's
a bad organization. Unless he wants to turn around. I mean, that's what he's thinking.
You're 74. I mean, what?
Well, Belichick's 73, and he just got hired at UNC to turn that around.
Yeah,
that is true.
Now I don't want to say they're the. I don't want to. Yeah.
I
don't want to say they're the same type of coach, but obviously Pete Carroll, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He won a Super Bowl. He's a great coach.
It's a C plus for me. I'll be friendly.
Somewhere around there.
Because I just don't know how you can turn that organization around.
Next, this also happened yesterday. Liam Cohen, the new head coach of the Jaguars. I really didn't know much about this guy. He was the Buccaneers offensive coordinator, and he told the team Thursday night he was leaving to become the coach of the Jags. So, what do you guys think of that hire for Jaguars? Another organization. I mean, a lot of these teams who are in the market for a head coach are bad organizations.
Can I point this out?
Yeah.
They talked to Cohen on Wednesday, the 22nd, and he pulled out soon after because of Trent Baalke. And Wednesday night they fired Baalke.
Wow.
And then immediately he called him. Well, I don't want to say he called him, but they got back to discussions real quick. So I think Trent Baalke did that organization a disservice time and time again. I think Cohen's a really good coach.
And I think
it's a good hire.
I don't think Doug Peterson, who got fired from the Jags, is that bad of a head coach either. I mean, he won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, and then it was just kind of time for him to go. But
well, in Philly, he really only had one bad year.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I think the big thing was, we didn't really see Trevor Lawrence progress.
Yeah.
In year 3, which was the big thing.
Hopefully with this new head coach, he can kind of unlock him a bit. Because, I think Trevor Lawrence can be very good.
Yeah. I
mean, he showed it.
He won't. I don't think he'll ever reach top 10 status. But
no, I think he can.
He gets the job done.
If the GM does as he should and assembles at least a decent roster, if he's a middle of the pack quarterback, you can go to the playoffs and maybe win a game.
I think
sure.
Trevor Lawrence is definitely a quarterback you can get to the playoffs with.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I mean,
but
what was it? The 23-point comeback he had
against the Chargers.
The Chargers. That's what it was. That's what it was.
But it's. I don't know. I think that was the big thing that kind of got Peterson fired. But Cohen helped bring back Baker. So I mean,
this article says that the decision for him to sign with the Jags capped a 2-day saga where Cohen pulled himself from consideration for the Jags job, agreed to a contract extension with the Bucs that would have made him the NFL's highest paid coordinator, and then he changed his mind after Jacksonville reached out after saying, "Hey, we fired Baalke. Do you want to come be our coach now?"
Yeah. For the
for
for the Jags, I think it's a great decision. For Cohen, that's kind of I don't know. I don't want to really comment.
I don't really want to. He's probably going to have some consideration on who the next GM is then.
You would think.
Because,
you would think he would probably be a similar setup to what it was in Seattle with John Schneider and Pete Carroll, where, Pete had final say on personnel there.
Yeah.
You would imagine if they chose to move on from Bulky that Cohen would have the final say. But, Now, I'll say this, like, what I was getting to, like, I don't know. I think it's weird to tell your employer, like, no, I'm not going to leave. Sign a brand new deal, making you the highest at what you do, and then hours later, actually, I am going to leave.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to judge because I also want to coach football, and if I was ever in those shoes, I don't know that I would turn down becoming a head coach either.
Yeah.
But in terms of clarity,
not a hot start. But,
yeah.
I think he can have success there in Jacksonville. I think with you got at least a serviceable quarterback in Trevor Lawrence.
For sure.
Got Brian Thomas.
Yeah,
too.
they got good players.
Third in receiving yards.
Yeah, I think they can turn things around, and they're in a division as well that is not like a really super tough division to conquer.
If you win 9 games, you win the division.
Yeah,
maybe even 8 depending on.
Well, I mean, Texans won the division. They won 10 games.
Yeah,
like.
So I think that's a good hire.
That's what is it with NFC and AFC South teams just being awful?
Yeah, that's like
the South is just awful.
It's just bad.
Yeah,
but it's like the opposite. But it's like the opposite because like the NFC and AFC North are like two of the best divisions in each of those.
Now the NFC North.
The NFC did pick up.
Yeah,
NFC North was insane.
The AFC North is always usually at least competitive ball.
Jeez, 15-2, 14-3, 11-6.
For
Lions, Vikings, Packers, the North.
Yeah, and then now they're all out.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Next, this happened on the 22nd, so 2 days ago. Aaron Glenn, defensive coordinator for the Lions, got hired as the new head coach of the New York Jets. Jets might be the biggest dumpster fire organization out of all of these. What do you guys think of this one? I think Aaron Glenn probably a good coach, but the Jets.
I think it's similar to Vegas.
Yeah,
I would say.
What's their owner's name?
It's just
Woody Johnson.
Bad organization.
He's the worst. He's letting his son make decisions.
They denied that, but he's like 77. He could be easily influenced. I mean Aaron Glenn. You guys remember the Dan Marino fake spike, right?
I think I've seen a clip of it, yeah.
Show me, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, well, Aaron Glenn was the corner on that play. Yeah, he played for the Jets for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So
it was his first 7 years of his career.
Yeah, so like he obviously knows the organization. So
it says this
that might help him.
On this ESPN article, it says that he went from being a low-level scout to highly coveted coordinator, and then he says that this is his dream job. To coach the Jets. That's where he was drafted in 1994. So
I believe it.
Yeah.
I don't know that would be my dream job.
Power to you. He's an NFL head coach.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anybody listen, I'll say this: I even thought Robert Saleh was the right guy for that job, but I don't
think Robert Saleh is a bad coach. It's just a terrible organization, and Aaron Rodgers, his time there has kind of been
awful,
crazy,
a little bit of a drama queen.
Is he gonna stay there? Or you think he's gonna?
With the new coach,
Garrett Wilson.
I don't know. In terms of cap space, you almost have to run it back with him because they'd be on the hook.
That's
for like
Garrett
$60
Wilson
million.
wants out if Rodgers stays.
But yeah, I mean, also
they're probably hoping he retires.
I would.
Yeah. For
speaking of Robert Saleh, back to the 49ers as the highest paid defensive coordinator in the league.
I didn't know he got hired by them, did he?
Yeah, back to the 49ers where he was before he went to the Jets.
There you go. I think that's a good hire for the 49ers. They had
100%. To me, he's automatically a top 3 D coordinator in the league.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
The Jets did have a very good defense the few years that he was there, even though
somebody should
good.
Tell the Jets and Mike Tomlin and everybody else that defense doesn't win championships anymore.
No.
Anyway.
Next coaching hire, shaking your head, Ramsey. Ben Johnson, another Lions coordinator, going to the Bears. Ben Johnson was definitely the most coveted name in this last 2 years, really. His name has been going around for coaching jobs, and a lot of people thought he was going to go to the Bears. Then it came out he might not go to the Bears, but he is going to be the next Bears head coach. He's getting paid pretty well. But yeah, this is a pretty big hire for them.
Yeah.
Bears have been a pretty bad organization.
They weren't that bad.
I think this is a very good step in the right direction.
Under Matt Nagy, they weren't that bad. They really weren't.
Matt Eberflus hasn't been very good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was bad, and, John Fox in the mid-2010s wasn't great either.
So there's Eberflus, I saw that, I mean, this is not, confirmed, but that people were thinking that Eberflus, Ben Johnson last year had talked with the Bears and said, give me one more year with the Lions, and then I'll, come coach or whatever. And so they kept Eberflus for this year, even though they didn't want him, because they were just waiting out Ben Johnson. I don't know how true that might be.
I don't know that I'd buy that.
But I think Ben Johnson was the guy that they wanted, and they got the guy that they wanted. I think he's a great offensive mind. I mean, he's done
for sure.
really, really fun things with the Lions, and he's got Caleb Williams.
He turned one of the worst teams in the history of football around.
Yeah. I think, he's you don't sometimes, you don't know with coordinators, they can just sometimes not know how to be head coaches because it is a different job being a coordinator and being a head coach.
For sure.
But,
you're more of a CEO
than
a middle management.
But I think Ben Johnson, I mean, I'm sure he'll have success there. I would like for him to have success. I like it when it'd be nice to have the Bears be good and have Caleb Williams be a good player because I think he can be a very exciting player.
Yeah, he showed it. I mean, what were they? 4-5-2.
The Bears?
4-2.
Yeah, they started off pretty well, and then they lost 10 games in a row.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's actually insane. And it all started with that.
And they beat the Packers in the last week of the season.
And then the losing streak started with that Hail Mary from Jaden Daniels, which was actually insane to Ohio State Buckeye Noah Brown.
Ohio State Buckeye. Okay, last head coaching hire this happened a few weeks ago, but Mike Vrabel getting selected as the next head coach of the Patriots. Didn't he get his coordinator? Didn't he get Josh McDaniels as, I think offensive or defensive?
Again?
Yeah. He's back.
Yeah,
Third time.
the offense.
McDaniels is back as the offensive coordinator.
Third time's the charm.
Maybe. I don't know. He's terrible head coach. We'll see what he can do.
Every time he leaves the position, he's insane on the Patriots.
Yeah.
He cooks up one of the top offenses, and then he can't run a team.
No, not at all.
I mean, hey,
I think that's definitely a very
pros
good
and
coach,
cons.
Very good hire for the Patriots.
Yeah, Vrabel and McDaniels.
Yeah,
it's a good start.
Stinks what happened with Gerard Mayo because he just kind of got screwed.
Yeah,
but Drake May, I think, is a really good quarterback, and I think they can have a pretty good season next year.
I do agree. Gerard Mayo is, I think, a very good head coach. But with that, I low-key think that Mike Vrabel might be my favorite hire.
Yeah, I think he is.
He played for the Patriots, won 3 championships there. He's
had success with the Titans.
Yeah, he really did. He just didn't really find a stable quarterback.
Yeah,
Brian Tannehill, no offense, can only take you so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Vrabel. He's at one point he was a Pittsburgh Steeler. That's not why I like him, but he's just a tough nosed guy. Smash mouth football. Now obviously, like I said, defense doesn't win, but having a strong run game, as the Eagles showed, will help you win. So they get back to that. If he can, I hope Robert Kraft doesn't overreact like he did after one bad year with
I think
with Mayo. It might take 2 years to get it rolling.
And then the only 2 openings as of right now we got the Cowboys and the Saints. I don't know if you were like obviously you would want a head coaching job, but if you were a free agent, would you really want to go work under Jerry Jones, where he's gonna like micromanage everything? He's the GM. He's old. He's just, I don't know. I don't know if I would like to have the Cowboys job, even though it is. I mean, it's the Dallas Cowboys. They are like,
yeah.
But
are you gonna turn? Well, unless you're a dude that like like if you don't get hired this time, you'll get a job the next cycle. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
it's just
it's hard to say no.
If
you're a head coach in the league, even once, you can get a job just about anywhere, unless you really, really, really like messed up.
Yeah, Urban Meyer.
Correct.
Do you guys have any thoughts on either of those jobs? Who could go there?
Trade Mike Tomlin.
The Saints are kind of in a I don't know. The Saints were just like one of the top teams every year with Drew Brees, and since he's been gone,
Sean Payton.
Yeah.
After
Sean Payton,
I think that was really the real
and Dennis Allen
big
was not a good coach, I think.
I mean, I thought he was fine. He just Derek Carr is not a guy you can go and win with.
I don't know. Tough spot for the Saints right now.
You got Riddler though.
Like they all right. No, I mean they were close. They were like a quarterback away from competing.
Yeah.
I would say under Dennis Allen. Now, granted, he was put in a good situation, but nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see with either of those jobs. People are also saying Deion Sanders to the Cowboys.
I saw that.
I don't believe that.
No, he's gonna stay with Colorado.
I could see it.
If it does happen, I could see Jerry Jones doing it.
I think
he'd be the only. I think the Cowboys and Jerry Jones would be the only guys to actually hire Deion Sanders at this time.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know. I could see Mike McCarthy going over to the Saints. That wouldn't surprise me a whole lot.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised by that at all.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's about it for NFL coaching stuff. A lot of there was like I think 4 or 5 coaches that were hired in the last like 3 days. So that was pretty eventful. Especially Pete Carroll this morning. That surprised me, to be honest. Yeah. I didn't think Pete Carroll was coming back out of retirement. But yeah, that's about it for NFL. NBA, we had the All-Stars, the starters get announced. We have for the East, Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and Karl Anthony Towns. For the West, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, SGA, LeBron, and Nikola Jokic. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? I don't really have any gripes with anything. I would have probably had Anthony Edwards over Steph Curry. I don't think Steph has been amazing this year.
It's just I don't know. They wanted to put in LeBron. They wanted to put in Steph.
That's just what happens. And LeBron is playing well for being 40. I mean, he's putting up numbers.
Double.
He's putting up numbers. I saw someone saying they wanted Wemby in over him, but Wemby, he's playing well, but he's not.
Wemby is insane.
He's not. He's only shooting like 47% from the field, which is not great for a big man.
I saw a stat.
Granted, he is not your normal big man, but I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like looking at that. A guy who's a center shooting 47% from the field. Just something about it I don't like. But happy that Donovan Mitchell got the start. I was kind of surprised that you got 2 New York guys getting the start. I would have thought maybe I was hoping Cavs could get 2 guys starting, but New York is probably the biggest fan base in the East. So makes sense.
Still annoying.
And Jalen Brunson is having a very good season. So is Karl Anthony Towns.
Garland's better.
You think Garland should have been in over Jalen Brunson? I do agree he's better, but Jalen Brunson is putting up really good numbers, and it is decided by fans. So
Garland's clutch.
Don't
even look at his last game. That's what I want to talk about.
Garland's clutch, but don't look at the last game.
Don't look at the last game. Best field goal percentage. No, he has the best field goal percentage in the clutch.
I'm just joking.
Darius Garland is shooting 71.4% still in the clutch this season. That is number 1.
Yeah.
No, number 2 is Norman Powell at 58%. Garland's at 71% at number 1. That's how good Darius Garland is, and he's clutch.
I agree. He'll definitely be in as an all-star. I mean, it really doesn't. After the season, we won't remember who was a starter and who was a reserve, so it really doesn't matter. But
this is just more of the people that are hating after his disastrous performance towards the end of the game, and he didn't even have a bad game. He was the top scorer.
Unfortunately,
he's also shooting 64.8% in the paint. That's number 1.
That's great
in the NBA.
For a guard, that's amazing.
That's number 1 in the NBA, and he plays defense well. Best defensive field goal percentage at the rim among guards. Darius Garland, number 1, 45.5%.
Yeah, so do we want to just have a little Cavs talk here? I got on my things to talk about. The Cavs, obviously they split with the Thunder over this past couple weeks. Great win, and then kind of got blown out in that other one. Just kind of.
It was Cavs versus refs.
Unfortunate. It's always Cavs versus refs, isn't it?
I mean, especially in that Houston Rockets game.
Yeah.
Sangoon, that silly Willie, he fouled Jared Allen maybe 10 times, and he only got called twice.
Yeah.
Especially the one towards the end of the game where he got a tough bucket, and then at the end when Allen was trying to grab the ball, he just shoves him full force to the ground. And then the ref, after the review, they're like, there was no rough motion from Sangoon, no flagrant foul, no nothing.
No nothing.
Cavs ball.
No nothing. Cavs ball.
It was just...
Yeah. Cavs still, though, top of the East, up by, I believe, 6 games as of right now. I
Celtics lost last night to the Lakers.
Yep, so that's nice.
Did anyone else see it? We're just going all over the place right now.
Yeah.
Jokic's full court shot.
I did 66 foot. That was nuts. It looked like he wasn't even trying. Like, the
guy's huge.
Oh, and then it just went in full
I don't know
court.
what the one was where it was
That
close
was
to going in,
awesome.
where he just, volleyball, smacked it.
He's...
It's just insane.
It's like Andre the Giant playing with, kids.
It's really insane what Jokic is doing. But, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, all-star starter, much deserved. He's the best big man in the league.
His last 9 games, wow. He has a triple-double in 8 of them.
Jeez.
35 points, 22 boards, 17 assists, 27 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 20-14-10, 24-12-10.
Oh my days.
Oh my God, 10-14-10. Oh my goodness gracious.
They're in 4th in the West right now. The West is so tough.
Jeez.
I think this was behind the Thunder.
This was his performance last night. 35 points, 22 rebounds, 17 assists.
They are 8-2 in their last 10, so they're playing,
they've been on fire lately,
they're playing really good ball right now.
Especially with Jokic.
Yeah.
Jokic's been insane.
Yeah. But another thing on the Cavs, do you think there have been rumors of Cavs making a trade? Cam Johnson is what a lot of people are saying. Do you think the Cavs should make a trade, make a move with some role players, switch things around, or do you think they should just keep on running?
I think
they're
fine.
With this group?
I think we're fine, but I wouldn't be against it.
Okay.
If it happens, I won't be. Whatever happens, I won't be mad.
The thing is, I really don't want to give anybody up. The only guy on this roster who I'd be fine giving up is George Niang.
G-Wagon.
The minivan.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm almost usually a proponent of if something's going well, we're 36-6, just keep on rolling. Don't switch stuff up. So that's just my opinion on that. We'll see if they do make a deal. I just hope we don't switch things up too much because I don't know. The locker room is really great. The morale is really great with the team. You don't want to screw things up. So I don't know. I think they should just leave things how they are.
Yeah, it's also shown the past 4 games that with Mobley, LeVert, and Okoro being out, Allen needs a Mobley for that whole thing to work. It sucked with Mobley being out, and I get they're just being cautious right now with his calf, but hopefully Mobley can be back soon. And we've gotten the job done. I mean, we almost beat the Rockets, just the unfortunate ending, but this Cavs team is still insanely good, and hopefully they can take care of business tonight. They're 10.5-point favorites against the Sixers tonight.
That's in Philly or in Cleveland?
In Philly.
Oh, okay.
It's the first game of a back-to-back as well. I believe they play the Rockets again on Saturday night. But what do you think about tonight, Tom?
Tom?
What's your score prediction?
I am a Sixers fan. I just, I went all in on Mount Union's run to the national championship, and I kind of gave up on basketball, and it hasn't found its way back to me yet.
Hey, Mount Union basketball is pretty fun.
That's
For the
true.
Conference right now.
That's true.
Men's basketball.
They're dialed.
They are.
Good time to be a Raider.
Also, something's going down in Miami. Jimmy Butler has
Little something.
little something's going down in Miami.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler has
He's being silly.
Yeah, he has been suspended. Well, he got suspended for 7 games.
Twice
and then,
now, yeah.
Yeah, and then he got suspended again for 2 more games because he missed a team flight or something. So he's been suspended a total of 9 games. They said they were open to trades now for him. He's 35 with a player option after this year. And if he does go to another team, he would have a chance to sign a 2-year, $111 million extension, which I don't know if anyone would do that. I mean, that's up to whatever.
Suns would be the one to do it.
But on an ESPN article, I found some trade. They had some trade ideas. So I'd like to give them to you guys and see what you guys think. I've got 4 here. One is Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors. One's him going to the Rockets. One's him going to the Bucks, and one is him going to the Spurs. I'll start with this Warriors one. This is a 3-team trade. The Warriors would be getting Jimmy Butler. The Heat will be getting Kyle Anderson, Gary Payton II, Andrew Wiggins, and 2 first-round picks. And then the Pistons are also involved in this deal just to kind of make things work. They get Kevon Looney and a 2nd-round pick. So the Heat get back Kyle Anderson, Gary Payton, and Andrew Wiggins, and 2 firsts for Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors. Warriors buying, Heat kind of selling, getting role players.
I would accept any of the 4 of these trades.
Yeah.
Because
if you're the Heat or if you're any of these other teams.
Heat.
Yeah.
The Heat, because
you want to get him. You just want to get him out.
Get him. Number one, get him out because he's doing some late career Antonio Brown stuff, and that's bad. And number 2,
I don't know if he's that crazy, but
he's doing some admittedly wild stuff.
Some detrimental to the team stuff for sure.
Yeah, there's that, and then I think the other part of that is, I wouldn't want to lose him for nothing.
Yeah.
In free agency, and if he doesn't get traded, that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He's really no help with you if he's getting suspended and being detrimental. So
yeah, so got this second trade with him going to the Rockets. The Heat get Steven Adams, who is I believe he's out for the year. He's injured. Dylan Brooks, Jeff Green, and then they get also 2 first-round picks. So that's just a 2-team trade there. Jimmy Butler for 3 players and 2 picks. His trade to the Bucks. The Heat, this is also a 3-team trade. The Heat will get back Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, and a 2031 first. And then the Pistons also in this just to make the money work. They get Pat Connaughton, a 2nd-round pick, and cash. So that's basically Chris Middleton and Bobby Portis to the Heat for Jimmy Butler. And then with the Spurs, this one I kind of like the most because I like the idea of the Spurs buying. This is just another 2-team trade. This is the Spurs getting Jimmy Butler for Harrison Barnes, Malachi Branham, Keldon Johnson, and a first-round pick. I like that one for both teams. I think the Spurs get a star player to put around Jimmy Butler. Granted, he is up there in age, so you're putting Wemby with 2 guys, Chris Paul and Jimmy Butler, who are getting towards the twilight of their career. They're giving up some young guys, Keldon Johnson and Harrison Barnes is a veteran, but he's a good veteran. What do you think of these trades, Ramsey? Any of these that you like?
I like the Spurs one.
Yeah.
It's like you said. I like the idea of the Spurs buying, trying to get assets, trying to build around Wemby and Chris Paul, and the depth they got over there. Because I think the Spurs they're getting towards the end of the rebuild tunnel, and they're
only a game and a half outside of the play-in.
Yeah.
They're currently the 12th seed, but they are. It's a tough conference. They're 2 games below 500, and they're a game and a half out of the play-in. So I would like to see them trying to make a run at the playoffs, get Wemby playoff experience. He is still young, but get him some experience, being able to play with Jimmy Butler, he is a great player, a great career, and he is also a guy who, once he gets into the playoffs, he's a really, really great player. So
Yeah, we saw that when they played the Lakers. That run in the COVID run.
But he is also 35, and he's got a pretty big contract. He's getting paid like, I think somewhere in the 40s or 50s right now from the Heat. So
yeah, if I were the Heat, I would make any one of those trades. But the best one I like is the Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs one I would say is more of for the Heat a rebuild one, because they're just getting some role players. Branham and Johnson are two younger guys, and then they get that pick as well. The trade with the Bucks definitely gets them the best players. Chris Middleton, he's kind of fallen off a little bit these last few years, but he was an all-star.
Still a good veteran.
And Bobby Portis as well, a good role player, and they do get a first-round pick. Granted, it is all the way in 2031, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see with Jimmy Butler. Weird things going on there. But I think that's about it for NBA. We got also college football. Kind of to close it out, Ohio State won it all on Monday. What'd you guys... Ramsey, you were very excited. You're an Ohio State fan. Tom and I, not so much. What did you think? What did you think of that?
I was pretty excited. Will and Tom. National champs. Cry all you want.
Tom made a bet with our friend Drew that Notre Dame was going to win, and it was a dinner bet.
Oh yeah.
And Tom lost.
I paid up last night.
That's a man of his word right there.
Yeah,
Anyways,
he settled. We were gonna do Jalisco's. He settled for B-dubs. He was a good man. Got BOGO. Bogos. Orange chicken and honey barbecue. Whew. Man,
beautiful.
Let me
That's
tell
good.
you.
Too bad B-dub service takes forever to get it out to me. Anyways,
that is true.
They work. Yesterday was probably the quickest service I've ever had there.
Really?
They
even
were
on the BOGO Thursday?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
They,
What time did you go?
Maybe 6:30.
Wow.
6:30. Yeah, they did pretty good.
Shout out B-dubs, I guess.
I will say this.
Good job, B-dubs.
Probably the worst
Up in the
iced
power
tea.
rankings.
Probably the worst iced tea I've ever had.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Was it? Did you ask for sweet and it just wasn't sweet, or what?
Oh, it was sweet, but it kind of tasted like there was something from
Boil
the water.
alert got to it.
Oh, I see.
Boil alert
I'm
got
serious,
to you.
dude. It was awful.
Really?
Well, it's not good.
Was it
Yeah.
still good? Was that boil alert still going on?
At that point,
done now.
At that point, it was over. It was
really?
midday
Probably
yesterday.
still a bit of it in the water.
Yeah, it didn't taste too good.
Oh man.
We'll be all right.
Nothing against you.
Anyways.
Bit of chlorine won't kill you.
B-dubs, I still love you.
Bit of chlorine. Ohio State got the win. First season of the 12-team playoff. I enjoyed it.
I did. I thought it was good.
It was
excited
insane.
No more.
for where we're going next.
No more though. It has to be capped at 12.
Yeah.
Can't
just
can't
keep it
go
12.
anymore. Yeah.
Keep
has
it at
to.
12.
I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, I agree. We did also have some good bowl games as well.
Yeah.
So it's not like, because that was kind of a lot of people's concern was 12-team playoff kind of just kills the bowl games.
Yeah.
But there were some good bowl games.
the Cotton
Illinois
Bowl,
and South Carolina was great.
The Cotton Bowl and you're talking
I'm saying the non-playoff games.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, I mean like you said.
Yeah, Pitt and Toledo having a fun
Yeah.
game.
That's probably the first time.
Shout out Toledo.
It's probably the first time I wasn't mad at a Pitt loss because Toledo has a bunch of Mount guys.
You guys know?
VK.
Akron beat Toledo. Toledo beat Pitt. So, by the rule, Akron's better than Pitt.
All right, and NIU's the third best team in the country.
Yeah, sure.
True. Or what about Indiana?
Shout out the Mac.
What about Indiana?
No, not Indiana.
Indiana. Their only two losses were to the.
I hated
top
those
two
posts when ESPN was making a big deal out of it.
What, that they were.
Yeah.
That they lost to those two teams, or that they were in, or what?
Indiana's trash. Sorry.
Come on,
Brother.
They
Trash.
made it.
Settle down.
Trash.
Settle down. Settle down.
Trash.
Just a hater.
Settle down.
National
Ramsey.
champs, baby.
Talk about our Penguins. You want to talk about trash?
No, we're not talking about that. I'm going to talk about Ohio State's defense. Finishing the season, number 1 in scoring defense, number 1 in total defense, total yards allowed per play, total touchdowns allowed per game, and number 1 in opponents' total touchdowns scored in the red zone.
Jeez.
Number 2 in sack yards, tackle for loss yards, total sacks, passing touchdowns allowed, opponent red zone score percentage, and opponent red zone touchdown percentage. Number 3 in rushing defense, passing defense, sacks per game, And they were number 10 in total forced fumbles.
Okay.
And they beat Notre Dame, Oregon, Texas, Penn State, Tennessee, and Indiana.
Real happy for you, man.
I'm not.
The defense was insane, and Jeremiah Smith, younger and already more
Yeah,
successful.
you know what, Tom? I'm not happy.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what? You know what?
Well, I already got my hoodie, so. Anyways, Jeremiah Smith, younger and already more successful than us. Jeremiah Smith was insane. You can't be mad at that.
I can.
76 catches,
I can if I want.
1,315 receiving yards, and 16 total touchdowns. Just a freshman, and the Buckeyes got him for 2 more years before he wants to go.
It was rigged.
The NFL draft.
They should have let Alabama in. It was rigged.
All right, bro.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Jeremiah Smith was offered a $4.5 million offer to transfer, and Carnell Tate received a $2 million offer
Jeremiah
to
Smith
enter
get
the
an
transfer
offer to?
portal. I don't know. It's just
Just an offer?
It's just some offer
I saw
to go
people-
on the trade. Nearly $5 million.
That's not- I mean,
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, I mean, can you
Do
blame
it.
him?
Go to Oregon.
Carnell Tate, I saw Ohio State fans on Twitter saying, "Hey guys, let's make a GoFundMe for Carnell Tate so we'll stay at Ohio State." Like, come on. Have some shame. But okay, I think that's about it for college
Well,
football.
I could
It
go
was a great
on.
season.
I
Actually,
could go on.
they just announced who's hosting the 2027 Natty.
Who?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas. Wow.
Yes. I think it's in New Orleans next year.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say.
The
I could be
I'm not
wrong.
Sure.
the big game is in New Orleans. We're not allowed to say the name of. Lynn told me that we're technically not allowed to say the name of the championship game in the NFL
Oh,
because
sorry.
they have it copyrighted. No, I'm not.
I said it 7 times.
I'm
Come
not
sue.
gonna edit it.
Come sue me.
If the NFL wants to sue us, I mean, yeah, whatever.
Show how awful they really are.
That's pretty silly.
Come
Bring the
sue,
fight to
sue
me.
poor old us. But
If it means
Yeah.
the Bills beat the Chiefs, sure.
the big game
Correct.
is in New
Correct.
Orleans this year, which is exciting.
I was wrong. 2026. Oh, wait a minute.
I thought it was 7.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. I was looking at Tampa Bay in 2029.
Oh wow,
Yes.
that's outdoors, right?
Yeah, New Orleans
Awesome.
and New Orleans.
Football should be played outdoors.
New Orleans is 2028. Miami's 2030.
Whoa, they got it all the way down there.
Yeah. I mean, they, you know.
I guess it's a big deal.
That is
To
true.
host those
yeah,
things,
you gotta.
so.
Yeah, I guess they gotta figure it out before.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Can't just day before. Hey,
I would.
Hey, can we play this in
Can we
Houston
use
this
those
year?
stadium?
I was wrong.
Oh yeah, no problem. Dude.
I was wrong. Next year, so like this upcoming season is Miami.
Oh wow.
So yeah, they hosted your Alabama and your Ohio State in 2020.
There you go.
Yep.
That was depressing.
That was awesome.
Anyway, Mac Jones got carried by the roster around him.
Dude,
Sure.
shut up.
I don't.
Shut up.
Fine
dude.
by me. Fine by me that Mac Jones got carried.
Yeah,
Mac Jones is
they
trash.
Yeah, your Pookie Bear Justin Fields didn't get it,
It
done.
is
Oh
a
my
team
God!
game.
You act like
Ramsey.
he's not our QB1 now.
It is a team game, Ramsey.
He's not going to help us win a playoff game.
Are
He
you?
will. He will.
Mike
going
Tomlin's the
into-
He
problem.
will. He will.
No, he
Tom.
won't.
He will.
Just close it. Just close
yeah.
the thing.
Okay, guys. No Steelers talk. Not allowed because we'd probably be here until midnight.
That's correct. I was just talking Steelers football.
You can
with
start
my-
knowing about the Steelers.
You're right, dude. What the heck are you talking about? You're down at Acrisure Stadium, down there at Heinz, on the north side.
Okay. Closing.
Jeez.
Closing question. What is to you guys the most exciting play or moment that can happen in sports? Like any sport, could be like a kickoff return, and one
Not
dunk,
that.
and 1-3.
The new one sucks.
Yes, true. Okay, that's true. What to you guys is the most exciting like play or moment that can happen in sports?
Because I'm a hockey fan. I love me an overtime goal.
Okay, why are you talking?
Or Game 7s in general.
You're going to have to say that again because they did not hear you at all.
What? They didn't hear me at all?
You're whispering.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
My favorite play
Okay, dude.
to happen in sports, me being a big hockey fan,
Yeah.
is an overtime goal, or to make it better, an overtime goal, Bardan.
Bardansky.
Top cheddar, Bardan.
Top cheese.
Okay, Tom.
Man, since Ramsey kind of stole that, I think my most exciting game to me is a Game 7 in hockey.
Okay.
Um,
Why are you shaking your head? Ramsey?
No, I'm thinking of so many
Bad
memories.
memories?
now.
It's a good one though,
The
right?
16-17 Stanley Cup runs to the Penguins.
I cried. Yeah. So I mean that one's pretty exciting, but I'd have to say like any like walk-off moment, like a walk-off field goal or a walk-off touchdown.
home run
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
Yeah. Really, any walk-off is hard to argue with.
Yeah, game winner, walk
Yeah,
off, anything. Yeah. So you're going to just walk off?
Yeah, I know that's probably pretty vague, but it's
I'll
true.
take it.
It's true.
It is the. I mean,
It's the right
doesn't
answer.
get much better than that. That is one.
Yeah.
That would be probably one of my answers.
Ramsey's was a walk-off or a skate-off, I guess.
Basically, it's basically a walk off.
Little skate-off.
I got specific with the Bardan.
Yeah, Bardansky.
Okay. This is a little bit in the weeds,
Yeah.
but I love. Oh my God, how I love it when a guy is college. Okay, this is strictly college basketball. Home arena,
Yes.
teams at home. Coming back from being down, and got the momentum. They're on a run, and they draw a charge on the defensive end. Oh
yeah.
my God! Nothing gets me more pumped up than a guy drawing a charge in a college basketball gym where the whole
Yes.
place is packed
Yes,
and the
bro.
student section goes insane.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything better than that. I don't think there's anything better than a guy drawing a charge.
That's like the
Sitting down, especially if it is the like eighth guy on the bench. It's like a white guy who has a Tony Snell.
Whoa.
A white guy who has
That's
a
a
Tony,
lunch pail guy. It's a guy you want your daughter to date.
a guy who has a like a Tony Snell stat line.
Bro.
But you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna sit down on defense. He's gonna play good defense, and he's gonna get in the way
He's gonna
of the
give his
opposing
all.
player who's coming down, and he's gonna draw a charge, and he's gonna pump that student section up. That's my favorite. That's my favorite moment. Drawing a charge.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It's like storming back at the NFL and getting a fourth down stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really specific too. Right?
Well,
That's a fun one. My favorite.
Oh no, Tom, you
My-
have to
my-
give a specific one.
Yeah,
now,
give-
too.
My favorite
More
is when
specific.
Mark Andrews drops
oh gosh.
2-point conversions. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's a moment. It's happened multiple times.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, there's that. Or chase down block. Man,
Or
I love a chase down block.
yeah.
Those happen a lot. Those happen. I could
Like
there's a guy-
diving catches in like
Ooh.
freaking center field.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Jumping off the wall, making a grab.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I love a good hockey celly too.
Hockey celly.
Yeah,
A
when
Jameson Williams
Malkin gives his fist pump.
You gotta
No, not
watch,
that.
You gotta watch the video, Tom.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Jameson Williams.
I'll check it out.
Oh my goodness,
It was awesome.
it was funny. We were all laughing, but yeah, I just love hockey. I'll just say that.
I love basketball.
Pens stink this year.
Hate me if you
though.
will. I love basketball. I'll take it to my grave.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's it for Raider Zone today. Good episode. Had a lot to talk about. NFL, NBA, college football, and our favorite moments.
Give us our own TV show.
Give us our own TV show, ESPN.
Yes. Go Raiders.
Thank you for listening.